we have this particular expression which has been given to us, and we are to find the value of P and Q, given that x divided by x plus 3 into x plus 4 is the same or equivalent to P over x plus 3 plus Q over x plus 4. And they are asking us what are values of P and Q. In fact, looking at this expression, we need to use the simple cross formula, which of course we have to do like this as the cross formula, giving us this, which you can see here. In other words, P inside of x plus 4 plus Q inside of x plus 3 will be equal to x. So this is the expression of this strategy. In other words, if we try to rewrite to get the value of P and Q, what we are going to do is to take P into x plus 4. So we are going to do this. P into x plus 4, which you can see here, P into x plus 4, as you can see, plus, we represent the plus here, Q into x plus 3, Q into x plus 3 should be equal to x. Now the expression is very clear, and they want us to look for the value of P and Q. Now, to get the value of P and Q, what we need to do, since P and Q has already been expressed in this expression, what we need to do is to look for the various values of the x into x, that is x plus 4 or x plus 3, and try to terminate either x, or that is making x to give it a value to eliminate P or to eliminate Q. So we are going to decide what to eliminate in this expression. Now, I would like to start with the first one here, which is P. I want to eliminate P. And to eliminate P, what we have to do here is to try to look for the value that if x is given, is going to erase 4 so that P will go away. And the only term here is when we need to make x to be equal to minus 4. So that minus 4 plus 4 is going to give us 0 and P will wipe away. In other words, what we are going to do is let x be equal to minus 4. And if we do that, what will happen is we are going to have P into minus 4 plus 4 plus Q into minus 4 plus 3 will be equal to minus 4, because every x here is minus 4. So now what will happen is minus 4 plus 4 is going to be 0, and P times 0 will give us 0. So we just have 0 here. Then we have minus 4 plus 3 is minus 1. And minus 1 times Q is going to give us minus Q. So we have 0 minus Q will be equal to minus 4. But this 0 have no meaning, so it is taken away. So we just have minus Q is equal to minus 4. This implies that Q is equal to 4. If the minus take away, if we put minus and minus, the minus will wipe off, and we have Q as 4, so Q is equal to 4. That's the value of Q. Now we know the value of Q. We need to use the same eliminated method or elimination method to see how we can get the value of P, since we already know the value of Q now. In other words, what we want to do in the first step, we eliminated P. Now let's try to eliminate Q on the other side so that P will be left alone for us to easily get the value of P. This way, we must say that let x be equal to minus 3, so that if we insert minus 3 there, Q is going to go away. So this time, we are going to say that let x be equal to minus 3, so that if we insert minus 3 here, all of this will take away. So let's try to rewrite this expression here and insert the value of x in this time. So we are going to say P into x is minus 3 this time, minus 3 plus 4, bracket close, plus Q into minus 3 plus 3, bracket close, is equal to minus 3. So now what you are going to see here is the fact that minus 3 plus 3 is 0. So 0 times Q, Q is taken away. So this is wiped off. And what we have now is P that is left. So minus 3 plus 4 is just 1. P times 1 is just P. So we have now P will be equal to since this has been taken away, minus 3. So we have P as minus 3. So the values are stated here that we should write the value of P and Q as we can see here. So P is equal to minus 3 as you can see, and Q is equal to 4. In other words, this therefore implies that P is equal to minus 3 and Q is equal to 4. So these are the values of P and Q. And to those of you who are having mathematical problems similar to this or any other mathematical problems you like us to solve, then you want to make sure to send it to us by reaching out to us and send the details so that we can get those problems solved for you to really understand, to better your understanding on any given expression that you want easy explanation for understanding so that you can better trash it whenever they are available for you. And if you want to see even more of such and regular update of different methods of solving these problems, as well as other ways we can use to target problems like this and other kinds of similar problems you can encounter to solve it easily, and to follow an update of new topics related to this and other related mathematical topics, then you want to go ahead to subscribe to this channel. Also like this video, share if you find it interesting, subscribe to follow updates on new post notification whenever we make them available. See you in the next upload, and bye-bye for now.